Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your Typeform account, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you create a poll in your Typeform account? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, a real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to create a poll in your Typeform account anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, you know it's important to get insight from your audience, and by running a poll is a great way to do that. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your Typeform account. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my Typeform account, and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, if you want to create a poll for your viewers, first what you're going to do is click on Forms here on the top left out of these three options. All right, once you've done that, make sure that you're working in the correct workspace. You can see I just have one workspace. If you have multiple workspaces, make sure you are creating the poll in the correct one. So I'm going to choose this one. And now we're ready to go ahead and create a poll. So click here on Create a New Form. Okay, now you're going to see these three options. You can start from scratch. You can import the questions for your poll from your Google Forms right here, or you can create with AI, which is what I'm going to do. So start from scratch, you just have basically a blank slate. So you're going to have to build everything from the ground up. I like to use AI because at least it kind of gives you the framework, but that's really up to you. Okay, now you need to choose between one of these, only for lead qualification forms or for all forms. I'm going to choose all forms. Okay, so now in order to create a poll, AI is going to ask a few questions to set this up. So I'm going to go ahead and type something in. Okay, so for this example, I just typed in, I'm trying to poll my Chinese restaurant customer. I would like for this poll to be a series of questions about their experience in our restaurant in regards to food and location. This should be multiple questions in a row. The reason I typed in it should be multiple questions in a row is because I don't want one question and then a lot of different boxes for them to check off. So for example, one poll might be, what are your favorite ingredients in Chinese food? And then we would have a lot of different boxes so they can check carrots, they can check beef, they can check shrimp. I don't really want that. What I want is a poll of a question, and then they can answer a question, and then they can answer a question, then they can answer. That's really up to you how you want to set up your poll. You can set it up with one question with just a lot of multiple options. Okay, so I'm going to click on continue. Okay, now we're going to type in a couple of topics that we want this poll to cover. Okay, so I said, please include questions about our location, service, and food, and continue. Okay, now they're asking about my business, so I'm going to make up a fictitious Chinese restaurant. Okay, I said we are a local small Chinese restaurant that caters to nearby offices and events like birthdays and weddings. We usually cater up to 200 people. So let me go ahead and have AI create this poll. Okay, so now we have our poll. So we have the wired framework of 7 steps up here. So the first step is going to be a rating. So how would you rate the overall quality of the food at our restaurant? So they can rate that. So 0 through 10. And then it'll move on to the second one. How satisfied were you with the service provided during your visit? So they can go ahead and rate 0 to 10. And they can even write a description right here. And next one, did you find our location convenient for your visit? Yes or no, multiple choice. And which dishes did you enjoy the most? So they can go ahead and type in here, or they can go ahead and choose. And we can even write in more options for them. We just open that up and then we'll just type in burrito, tacos, and then we'll save those choices. And then here is another rating. How likely are you to recommend our restaurant to a friend or a colleague? They can rate that. And next question, multiple choice. Were you satisfied with the portion sizes of the dishes served? And then lastly, how often do you visit our restaurant? So that's actually a pretty good poll for a restaurant. And that was all created with AI inside of Typeform. Now we can go ahead and add on to that. So we can click right here and add content. And then let's say maybe we want to go ahead and gather their email. So we can click here, email, and they're going to need to put in their email address here. And we can go ahead and change the wording right here. Give me your darn email. Okay. Or maybe we want to gather their email before they take the poll. So we can go ahead and just here on the left side, drag our email section right to the top. And that way it's the first section. So for them to continue, they would need to enter in their email. And we can go ahead and continue adding in more questions. So maybe we want to do a drop-down question, multiple choice, yes or no questions. We can go ahead and add all that right here. Okay, next you want to go ahead and name your poll. So right here, just click on it. By default, it says My Branded Typeforms. Once you click on it, it's going to open this up. So we'll just name this as Chinese Food Poll and save. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and customize the design. So for example, here, this is all in black, but we can change the question color and maybe we want to change that to yellow and change it right there. Okay. And lastly, once they're done with this poll, where do you want them to go? So you can click right down here and you can just choose an end screen. So this will be the final. So we can just say, thanks for your data. And then we can add in our social media if we want, or if you want to redirect them to a link. So maybe you redirect them to your website or redirect them to a purchase page. You can click right here, direct to URL, and then you would just type in your URL right here. So once you're done with your poll, be sure to click on publish here on the top right. Okay, now it's published. So we can go back here to our workspace. Okay, so here we are in our workspace. And then here is our poll right here, Chinese food poll. So if we want to share this, so maybe we're going to post it to our Instagram or to our YouTube, you can click on these 3 dots. Once you do that, you can click on copy link Okay, now the link is copied to the clipboard to our poll that we created in Typeform. So we can go ahead and share it on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you normally share your polls. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to create a poll in your Typeform account, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.